What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. In the last episode, we took on the treacherous tower and came out victorious with the final heart piece of the game and an upgrade to a few of our items. In this episode, well, we're going to travel back to Hyrule because we're going to take on the longest side quest of the game by talking to Mother Maiamai. Now, as I stated before, there are 100 total Maiamais in the game. 50 of them are in Hyrule, and 50 of them are in Lorule. For the sake of keeping things organized, I'm going to split this up into two videos, and this video is going to focus solely on collecting all the Maiamais in Hyrule. The next video will probably focus on collecting all the Maiamais in Lorule. Anyways, let's talk to Mother Maiamai. My oh my, what business have you with Mother Maiamai? Forgive me if my spirits aren't flying so high. We were on a great voyage through all the worlds, my tykes and I. Then I lost sight of my little Maiamais, all 100 of my babies by and by. Could you find all of them? You'll hear my children crying, calling for their Mother Maiamai. Alright, we'll do it. Thanks, Mother Maiamai finds you quite a kind child. Here, take this. It will help you know if my tykes are nearby. Oh, what's this thing? Oh yes, upon the Maiamai map you can surely rely. Go on, tap the Maiamai map icon on your touchscreen. What's this thing do? Those numbers tell you how many of my little Maiamais are in each area. Well, that's nifty. At least until you rescue some, and then it will tell you only how many more you have yet to find. Now please, go and search for all my Maiamais. They call out with such cute chirping sounds, yet they must be so sad missing their Mother Maiamai. Don't you worry your tentacles, Mother Maiamai. We'll rescue all your babies. Alright, now the very first Maiamai that we can collect is the one right next to the cave, so let's merge onto the wall, plop it off, and there we go, we've got our first Maiamai. Now I've only got 99 more to collect. Now, the next Maiamai that I want to pick up is actually on the east side of Lake Hylia. This one's pretty easy, just dive down and pick him up from the bottom of the seafloor. Alright, now another very easy Maiamai to get is near Hyrule Hotfoot. Just merge onto the wall to the right, come down to where this giant rock is, lift it up with your Titan mitts, and there you go. You got yourself another Maiamai. Now, back towards the center of Lake Hylia, just south of the House of Gales, if you dive down in the center of this little ring, you can get yourself another baby Maiamai. Now, the final baby Maiamai in the Lake Hylia area is actually near the House of Gales, so if we come around back and equip the Tornado Rod, we can spin up this rock and check it out. There is the final Maiamai, and we can confirm that by checking out our Maiamai map. So yeah, there we go. Onward to the next area. Alright, so directly south of the entrance of the Hyrule Swamp Ruins, you can find the first Maiamai on this pillar. Just Pegasus Boo into it, and you can easily pick it up. Now, the next Maiamai is actually in the pond to the right of the Swamp Ruins. Just dive down, and you can pick this guy up without too much of a problem. And the next Maiamai is located in this cave southeast in the Hyrule Swamp Ruins area. If you don't know where I am, by the way, you can just look at the map on the bottom screen, and that'll give you a rough idea of where I'm at. Anyways, if you dive down into the center of this cesspool, you can pick up another baby Maiamai. And I believe that is going to be the last baby Maiamai in the Swamp Ruins area, but let me just check my map to make sure. Yeah, we're good to go. Sweet. Onward to the next area. Now, we're technically in the Desert Palace area, but you can only access this area from the swamp. But just lift up that rock and you'll get yourself another baby Maiamai. And now we are just south of the entrance to the Desert Palace. Use the sand rod to lift this Maiamai up from underneath the depths of the sand. Back in the desert near this staircase and this vulture, if we use the sand rod, eventually you'll get the Maiamai to appear. This one can be kind of tricky, but you'll get it soon enough. And I believe that is actually the last Maiamai for this area. So, yeah, we're good to go. Let's go to the next area then. And now we're in Kakariko Village to get the first Maiamai enter the house on the south end of Kakariko with some cuckoos around it. And in the back, you'll find this sand patch. And if we use the sand rod on it, we can get ourselves the first Maiamai. Although, we actually have to wait for this, like, sand pillar to fall down. But, there we go. We got the first Maiamai. And if you travel along the right side of Kakariko, if you chop down those 2 bushes, you can grab yourself another baby Maiamai. Now, there is a baby Maiamai underneath that rock on top of this roof. How you go about getting it is actually kind of simple. Just grab a chicken, and then bring it up to this cliff, and just glide to the top of this guy's roof. And if we lift up this rock, we can pick ourselves up another baby Maiamai. The next Maiamai is actually located in the tree to the right of the Cuckoo Rush minigame. Just Pegasus boot into that, and now we can easily go and pick up this Maiamai. And oddly enough, there's actually a Maiamai inside the Rupee Rush minigame here in Hyrule. So you actually have to pay the entrance fee, and then you can grab the Maiamai. Now, that actually ended up being the last Maiamai in this area, so let's go to the next one. Alright, so probably one of the easiest Maiamais to get is right behind Link's house. Just merge onto the back and pop it off. There you go. Easy Maiamai. There's actually quite a few that are pretty easy in this area. The next one we can get by Pegasus boot dashing into this tree. And there we go. Yet another Maiamai. But wait, there's more. If we head north of here and equip our tornado rod and lift up all of these rocks, check it out. There is yet another baby Maiamai. Now, to the west of Hyrule Castle, if you run into that tree, you can pick yourself up another baby Maiamai. The next Maiamai is to the left of the blacksmith house. Just spin off these rocks with the tornado rod and bam! Instant baby Maiamai. Now, the next Maiamai is in the northern part of the forest where you find the satchel from Gully. Just Pegasus boot into the tree and you'll pick up this next baby Maiamai. Now, this Maiamai can be kind of confusing. It's under that giant rock. Now, how you get to it is by traveling through this portal to go to Lorule. And this is one instance where the portals in Hyrule and Lorule don't exactly collide. Like, this portal's up a little bit higher, and this portal in Lorule is down a little bit lower than the portal in Hyrule. But if you just travel through both of those portals, you will end up right next to this rock. So all I've got to do is lift it up and check it out. There is our next baby Maiamai. North of the blacksmith shop, if we Pegasus boot into this tree, we can get ourselves another baby Maiamai. And I believe that is the last Maiamai for this area. Alright, so now we're in the Eastern Palace zone, and this is kind of near the entrance. Just run to this yellow tree, and you'll grab yourselves a Maiamai. Just outside of the entrance to the Eastern Palace is a tree that we can run into, and get ourselves yet another baby Maiamai. Just west of the Eastern Palace, you'll find these rock mounds. Just run to the one on the most right, and you'll get yourself another baby Maiamai. Near the bridge that we went under to get an empty bottle, we can find ourselves another Maiamai. So we'll just dive down and pick this guy up without a problem. So now we are south of the Eastern Palace. This is where we found the piece of heart surrounded by pegs, like way back in the day. But if you merge on the wall and come all the way to the south side, you'll find this giant rock. And under it, well, is another baby Maiamai. And the next Maiamai is right near the entrance of the Eastern Palace. Just merge into this little alcove, and you can pop it off the wall. Actually, I believe that is the last Maiamai for the Eastern Palace area. So, only 3 areas left. Let's go. Alright, so now we are over by the Sanctuary, and this Maiamai is very easy to collect. Just merge onto the wall, and well, there you go. That's pretty much it. Now, this next Maiamai actually requires us to travel to Lorule. Its location in Hyrule is to the right of the Sanctuary on the ledge, but of course we can't get to that ledge in Hyrule, so we need to make use of the portal here in Lorule. And yes, I see that Maiamai on the ledge right there. I'm not going to worry about it right now because, like I said, I'm only focusing on the Maiamais in Hyrule. We'll come back for that one when we focus on the Maiamais for Lorule. But once you come out of this portal, just make sure you pop off the Maiamai, and there you go. You can pick it up very easily. Towards the right of Hyrule Castle, there's sort of like a wooden bridge. Just swim under it, and then dive down. You'll get yourself a Maiamai. Then directly north of that, if you keep going, you'll find this little area where you can merge onto the wall and get yourself yet another baby Maiamai. The next Maiamai that we want to pick up is actually located inside the potion shop. So just head inside, merge onto the wall, and gosh dang, I did not mean to pull that off. Just merge on the wall, pop him off the wall, and there you go. You got yourself another Maiamai. If you act like you're going towards Zora's domain, just merge onto this back wall and plop off this Maiamai before heading up the hill to Zora's domain. Once you actually make it up to the entrance, there is a Maiamai just chilling on the bottom of the seafloor south of the entrance to Zora's domain. Very easy to pick up, and I believe that is actually the last Maiamai for the Sanctuary / Zora's River area. So we're good to go. Alright, so just north of Kakariko is the Lost Woods area, and this is one of the entrances. Just lift up the small rock, and you'll get yourself another baby Maiamai. To get the next Maiamai, head northeast of Kakariko to the Fortune Teller's hut. Just merge onto the side, and then pop it off. It's as simple as that. Inside the Lost Woods, to the right of the entrance from Kakariko, you'll actually find a Maiamai on top of a tree, so just Pegasus boot into it, and you'll get yourself another Maiamai. Now, like south from Rosso's house and to the left of the Sanctuary, you'll find this pond. If you dive down in it, you can get yourself another Maiamai very easily. Alright, so this next Maiamai is up on that ledge, and you can see like the exit from a cave. So what you want to do is make your way into this cave and sort of make like you're going up to Death Mountain. But instead, once we get over to this giant boulder, if we break it, we can now exit this cave from an alternative exit. And this will take us out directly to where the Maiamai is. So let's just merge on the wall, pop it off, and there we go. We got ourselves yet another baby Maiamai. Now, directly north of that last Maiamai is another one. Just merge onto the wall and you can pop it off, and it's really just that simple, like no explanation needed. The easiest way to find the next Maiamai is by using the entrance to the left of Rosso's house, then just heading down and lifting up that rock, and you'll get yourself the next Maiamai. If you keep going left and cut down these bushes, you'll find yourself another baby Maiamai. And now we are in the final area, the Death Mountain Maiamais. So if you keep going all the way right on the top of Death Mountain, you'll eventually find this Maiamai on the wall. Just pull it off, and there you go. This next Maiamai is located on the southeast section of Death Mountain. It's actually under one of these rocks. I'm not sure which rock it's under, so I'm just kind of like pull up and throw all of them. I know it's under one of the small ones, though. Watch it be the It was literally the last rock that I pulled up. Of course it was. Anyways, we got ourselves another Maiamai. Now, the next Maiamai is to the right of that chest that we opened up on our first trek through Death Mountain, so we already know how to get up there. Just enter back into this cave, go left, and exit out. That will take you up to this ledge, and now, all I've got to do is merge onto this wall, and plop off this Maiamai. Simple as that. Below and to the right of the first weather vane on Death Mountain is a rock, and underneath that, well, quite simply, there's a Maiamai, even though you can't really see it. The next Maiamai is actually underneath this rock, near where the fallen boulderer is. And guess what, guys? That is Maiamai number 50, which means we have now collected all of the Maiamais here in Hyrule. Now we've just got to work on the ones in Lorule, but we'll do that in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. Once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.